Night mode, available at rebeloper.com/night mode, is a groundbreaking SwiftUI library that will revolutionize your app's user experience. It will take your UI from this to this. With night mode, you can effortlessly implement a stunning night mode feature into your SwiftUI apps, enhancing user comfort and reducing eye strain during nighttime usage. Elevate your app's design and user satisfaction with night mode. The link is down in the description. Before we get into the implementation details, let's just talk a little bit about what is actually night mode. Well, you know light mode and you know dark mode. Well, night mode is even better than dark mode because we don't have any blue light. As you can see in this Apple keynote, we have only this red and the black. Well, it's actually no pixels lit up. It's just the display without any blue light, which is really helpful for your eye at night. So SwiftUI does not have this implemented into its framework, maybe just yet. So I have decided to create one for you. It's at store.rebeloper.com/night-mode, so night mode. And yeah, go ahead and check it out. And today we are going to build out not an analog clock, but a digital one. So let's start by just opening up Xcode 15 over here. And I have prepared some stuff over here so we don't waste much time. So we have our font right over here. And inside the content view, I just set up some timers and a little bit of text so we can display these things easier. Now, first thing that you have to do is just import, just add the library into your project. Let's grab night mode from here and just drag and drop it into your project. Make sure copy items is needed is checked, create groups is checked, and also add to your target. Let's finish that. And yeah, basically that's the first step. And the second step is that you want to add the appearance scheme. Now, this is really straightforward. Let me just remove that comment and add appearance scheme. Now, you could start off with the default scheme, which is system, or you could just add one of the appearance schemes, which are dark, light, night, and system. So let's start off with system so we get a better wow when we are going to switch to night mode. So by the way, you could just set this to either dark, light, and night. That would mean all of the contents of the content view will have this night appearance scheme. So it's really fun. Make sure that you add this to the root view of your project, because then afterwards it will be available on all of your views. Now, if you go to the content view, now so let's just build and run and let's see how this looks like for now. Because yeah, we have some text over here with time and date. Let's see how this looks like with the system one. Let me just move this to the side and let's wait for this to build. We should actually see, well, we have a Z stack where we are going to add all of our functionality and our text of our current date. Yeah, current date is just going to launch it's a timer and our date with, the current date. We have a timer over here. So let's wait this to build. And here we go. So yeah, it looks fine. It's okay. So we have this nice font, the time is ticking, and we have our date right over here. And by the way, in a simulator, to switch system appearances, you just go Command-Shift-A. And yeah, it does not look that great. We are also going to tweak this rounded rectangle, as you can see, for our dates background. For now, this is what it is. It's not good. It's not that bad either. But we can do a little bit better. So let's see what happens with a simple change from system to night. Let's just see what we can just add with this single line of code. As you can see, it's much better. We have that dark background, of course, and this really nice red numbers for our clock. But we still have some issues right over here. So let's take a look at that. Let's fix that first. So yeah, this is the only tweak that we are going to have over here. So what we want actually is a color for our rounded rectangle, because currently it's black and the text is white. And when we are using this night mode, the black and white is going to resemble, like that red is going to be quite the same. So I'm going to add for the rounded rectangle an orange background with an opacity. So let's just have a foreground style, and we are going to set dot orange and dot opacity, and according to the scheme, we are going to set the opacity to different values. To access it, we want to grab our appearance environment. So let's just add that over here. Add environment object, private var, and appearance of type appearance. Note that you did not need it to add any environment object, because that has been taken care of this view modifier. So let's go back to our content view, and now we can just ask the appearance. So appearance dot scheme equals to night. So if the appearance scheme is night, and because you can also turn off the night mode, and we are going to do that in just a second, we want to make sure that the appearance dot is night mode on is equals to true. So we can just leave it as that, because we are using a ternary operator here. So 0.2 if we are on night mode, and otherwise 1.0 if we are on basically the system one. So let's just build and run and see how this small little tweak will change it. As you can see now, it's much better. September is readable because of the rounded rectangle. Now let's just see how that looks like in maybe just go with the system. It's easier. There we go. It is this one opacity for our orange backgrounds, and if you just hit Command Shift A, you will see that it changes accordingly to dark mode. Let's go back to a light mode right over here. So yes, this system is by default, but what if we want to change this programmatically? What if we want to change our appearance programmatically and also toggle the night mode on or off? So these are the extra steps that you might want to take. With that line of code, we already covered like 95%, maybe even 100% if that is the case for your app. Now let's go a little bit deeper. So here we are going to have a menu for all of our appearance schemes. So let's just have our menu right over here, and let's see. Let's choose the one with the title and content. For the title, I'm going to choose the selected one. So we are going to have appearance dot scheme dot row value, and I'm going to capitalize it. And also, because this is an optional, I'm going to give a default value of an empty string. Okay, so yes, that is our title. And now for the content, well, we want to go through all of our appearances. Therefore, we are going to have a for each with the data. Well, appearance scheme is actually case iteratable, so we can take a look at the all cases. And we want to set the ID for this for each for self. Okay, we are going to get back over here an actual scheme. So scheme, and how should we present that? Well, we are going to have a button because we want to change our appearance scheme. So button with the title. The title will be our scheme. Scheme. Scheme in. Yeah, I forgot the in word right over here, so we can access our scheme right over here. That's right. And dot row value, and again capitalized. And the action would be appearance, the environment object dot scheme equals this selected scheme. scheme. That's right. So I'm going to add a button style right over here because the menus, they tend to have their own tint color. So I'm going to set the button style to dot bordered. Okay, so let's see that. And let's see how now we can easily change our appearance scheme. So currently it's system. Yes, that's what we chose for our app to be by default. And if we click on it, we can select. Let's just go for dark. Yes. And then light. And then night. It's as easy as that. So what is this final toggle right over here? Well, if we are in night mode, we want to make sure that we can switch it off. Maybe in some case on your app, you want to do that. So I have added that option too. So first of all, we want to make sure that the appearance.scheme is night. Then we are going to present this toggle. So we have a toggle right over here with a title and is on. Well, the title, let's just call it night mode. Okay. And the binding is on. Well, we are going to tie it to the is night on from the appearance. So $appearance.is night mode on. Okay. And also, I don't really like this night mode to be added because we already have it right over here on the menu. So I'm just going to add dot labels hidden. So let's build and run and see how this looks like. So currently it's system, that's fine. Let's move on to night and then we can just switch it off. You see? And of course it's night, but it's switching to light. But if we just switch, that's the system one. If we switch with command shift A, we can go to dark mode and night and dark. Night and dark. It's really, really amazing. Let's go and as a final step, set this to night and build and run one final time so we can see this amazing night mode. Make sure to check out the link in the description. And if you want to know why you should not use MVVM for your SwiftUI project and what you should do instead, make sure to check out the video. It's right over here.